Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Factorio in patch 0.12. We got these burner miner drills, which we don't really need anymore. We're also making lights, which is fine, but I'd like to get the furnaces out. So let's do that first. We got enough to do this, yes. Every time I do that, it feels like I'm putting them way too far away. Alright. What's holding us back from making more of these guys, huh? Well, we could use some basic circuits being made. I want to get the turrets. We have the ability to make turrets. Let's queue up a couple turrets. Let's queue up a little bit of ammo. Actually, no. No, wrong. We shouldn't be spending time doing that. We should just be spending time making assembling machines and getting those things added to the bus so that I can go focus on other things. Obviously. Why is that light on but these lights are off? That's kind of weird that they didn't turn on and off at the same time. I guess it's just a lazy light. Something like that, maybe. Okay, yeah, we're still making too much stuff by hand. Got plenty of iron. I'm going to shut these ones down. Do want to try to keep pollution under control, just because if they were to attack right now, it wouldn't be good. I don't really have any armor, and I've just got a pistol. We should probably make an assault rifle. Yeah, that is something I do think is justifiable. Let's check our science supply. Throw another little bit of that stuff in there. Here, tell you what. Just give it all to me. Take half of a stack and a full stack. Feels like you run a lot slower on grass now. That's part of the drawback to the patch, I think, is that, yes, you have these fancy pants roads, but if you're just running on grass, this I really think this is, I'm running slow because there's a delay. There's like a, it's a thing, you know. There's this whole thing where you run slower and cars have traction and all that stuff, and it's cool. Okay. Got a couple more assembling machines. Let's do a little bit of bullets. Just regular bullets will be fine. And there's going to be electrical lines everywhere. It happens. You don't need more than one inserter, I believe. In fact, I want a bunch of bullets at the start here, because we're going to be killing a lot of bad guys. So let's do 2 runs. One thing as well that they changed is you can copy-paste entity settings from like assembling machine 1s to assembling machine 2s and 3s. They're not all considered their own entity now, so you can actually, like, it's just very convenient. Alright, this was going to be our steel assembly. And also, we do have the ability to do splitters, so let's get those set up. I'm going to do it, oh, you're right back here-ish. I guess we could put it a little bit further back. There's one weird interaction that's going on right now with the way that splitters seem to be, like, shooting stuff in weird ways now. Was it splitters that are doing it? I think so. Or no, that's not it. It's this. Let's look. Okay, we'll grab a little bit of iron, and then we'll turn it that way. So we got a little bit of iron here we can play with, right? I think it's like this. That. See how it's like it's jumping off of this one onto the other one. That's different. It didn't used to do that. It looks kind of weird, but it's okay. Oh, crap. See, I knew they were going to attack me. New sound effects. Hear that? Whether that gun sounded, and you hear the way that they died, and the sounds they were making when they were attacking? Well, if you didn't hear them, you're going to hear a whole bunch of it when we go kill their base. Also, we're going to make a few turrets. Also, we need to make some... we need to get some regular circuits being made. We'll just build those right off the bus for now. Is that actually going to fit? Not really. Well, I'm eventually going to want to run the circuits below the bus anyway, so where could we put them? I do think I want to make them above and send them down, but we should mine out this stone first. It's only 436. We can turn that into paths or something. Alright, so let's throw down one of our new fancy pants 2x2 turrets. Now, one thing that I'm really happy about with turrets is that they do double damage. They cost way more than they used to. They cost twice as much to build. Same thing with lasers. They cost twice as much. Maybe it's 4 times as much. They're a lot more expensive, but they're 2x2 structures. You can still rotate them. For some reason, you can't rotate them unless you are placing them. So you can't, like, you can press the R button here, but you can't press it when they're already placed, which I think is kind of silly. But the other thing is, so since they cost twice as much, they actually do twice as much damage, which makes sense. But that also means they're a lot better at piercing armor. They do a much better job now against bases and against aliens that are bigger than small guys. The small guys have no armor, but piercing is quite good. So yeah, I like it a lot. It's quite nice. Okay, a little bit of fuel. Those aren't still, they're not loaded up completely yet. Electronics is done. We should probably get our armor crafting too. I was gonna do steel, and then I forgot. Let's put one of these other turrets over here. Just a little bit of protection. Should be more than enough, honestly, this early in the game. I mean, because they're just gonna throw like 1 or 2 guys at us for now. And this is another spot we're probably going to be working quite a bit, so we'll throw another turret there. Okay, so I was going to get like a very basic little setup going. Let's just go full on. Let's make a regular sized one. It takes 5 assembling machines and a bunch of inserters. We'll have to upgrade. Well, actually, we have the better inserters. Let's just start things off the right way. Let's also grab some more coal. We're not making any more stone path, are we? How you doing on supply? Well enough, but we should also do a science run. Oh yeah, we are making brick down there. Forgot about that. Ooh, this song sounds new. I don't know if I've heard this one before. So I'll have 25 coal. We're going to run some of the iron down this way. I've got too much stuff queued up. Gotta get more stuff being made automatically. That's gonna be the thing that actually allows me to kind of go quickly. Okay, so we can get our circuits being made, like up here-ish. We'll have plenty of space, I think. We'll space them... Ugh. All that stone is in the way. I can't do it, really. Unless I move this guy. Yeah, let's do it like that. Well, still kind of a tight fit, but... I think we can make it work like right here. Okay. We'll still need a couple more. I've done this build so many times, but it is quite nice. Need a couple more of these. So the copper's going to have to run through this thing. We could move that. So that'll be our copper. It feels so weird to put it right there, like that. I feel like you should actually be able to put down splitters right on top of the belt. And it should just automatically kind of do that. That'd be nice. Okay, so we got our coil set up, and then we're going to run you guys just directly out onto a belt, and we don't have to worry anymore about corners and stuff, so it's just going to be immediately efficient, which is awesome. That'll be a double circuit run down our bus. Let's grab a few more of our small electric poles. And actually, I think we want to put these more like here, 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 and here. And so one of the reasons why I really like this is, I keep saying it over and over again, I know, but one of the reasons I really like the fact that splitters, or corners don't slow things down anymore is that, like, normally what I would do is I would use a splitter here, because the splitter prevents a slowdown. If you have a straight, one of these guys, like it's going like this, and you wanted to get it there, like you would never want to go like this, because these corners are bad. Right? They slow down your throughput. But now, you actually can do that. I could just put the splitter right here, and then just allow it to curt, and it's totally fine. I don't have to worry about belts. It doesn't have to be perfectly pretty. It'll work just fine. I almost like the idea of finding a different way to route it. I'd like these belts to both be on one side, so that it was like copper and iron right next to each other, and then looping around somehow. Because this ratio here is exactly right, and I can't think of a better way to lay these out. These 5 assembling machines. But the question of how do you get the iron to these two? I mean, you could try to put it in from the bottom. Oh, they almost took out the pole. Anyway, we should probably be making some more gears and turrets. I want to get just a couple things, just making nothing but gears. For personal use for now. I never did get the steel started, did I? Well, let's throw down an extra turret or two. Just because that attack was quite small, but okay, we could use more iron coming in. We're using a lot of the iron on circuits at the moment. Quite a bit of stone I have. We're going to want more of these. We'll just build them all. And yeah, I was waiting on an underground belt. That's right. Okay, so you guys are going to take in, stop here, come out. Which means that these ones all need to be reversed. We'll go for automation 2. For now, let's just stop that thing there, and yeah, you guys are going to need to all be reversed, because we're turning this into an actual steel line. And that's why we put a turret to the bottom. Okay, so there's our steel. See, it's doing that thing. See, it's teleporting. Junk, 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 junk. Looks weird. But, I guess we could run steel and circuits together. I was thinking I might do steel or circuits with gears, but we could always do gears locally. Steel is something that you can also do locally, but I don't know, just having everything on the bus is pretty convenient. So now that we've got our circuitry, totally make some turrets. But that does require a bigger version of the sewing machine. Not enough iron coming in because I keep picking it all up. We have a little bit of steel. Oh, that's part of the issue maybe, is that, no, it's fine, we're just building up a backlog there. We're making a lot more steel. We're probably making too much steel at the moment. We just need to get some more iron coming in. This is going to drastically increase pollution, though. Alright. I feel like the attack came from the north, but it couldn't have, really. They must have come from up there. So let's do this. We will quickly build a couple more turrets, and let's just go see how powerful these turrets are against bases. Also, science is completely stopped because there's not enough stuff over here. Gotta get the science being made off of the bus. Or just pull all of 50% of just 50% of resources need to come out and go towards science, and then the rest can go towards the bus. Maybe even more than 50% towards science. Science should really never be competing for resources. At least, in my opinion. Okay. Yep, finally we got rid of that stone. Excellent. We'll store whatever stone and other stuff I don't really need in there for now. And then, yeah, we'll pick up our ammo. Let's go kill our first base. It's a huge stone deposit. Wow. That is a small worm. Okay. Put our turret, like, right here-ish. A little bit of ammo, and then we'll creep forward. Now, I don't actually have any armor on, which is probably silly. Here's the thing, is that these turrets are expensive to make, but they're far more efficient with the ammo than I am. Look at this. I do 2 physical damage per round, and they do 4 physical damage per round. I believe, though, I don't think that they waste ammo either. I'm pretty sure that they get the full value of ammo. I don't think that they're, like, wasting rounds or anything, so... Yeah. Ooh, that sounded cool. I like that worm sound. No armor, so it should die pretty quick. Nice. Yeah, I like the sound effects. They sound so much better than they used to. I got another big spawn up there. It's 2 bases this time, so it's not big, but, you know, we're gonna have to consider that they're up there. We'll probably want more turrets to the north. And of course we'll want walls. So we'll just kind of... I have a tendency now to just throw turrets all over the place and just never take them down. Not only because they look awesome, but also because they're pretty strong. They're actually quite strong. Okay, well, in the next video I intend to hopefully set up an actual red-green and potentially get the blue like all in one area. We'll do red, green, blue science, get it all started. And go from there. So, cool. I'm going to take a break here. I'll see you again in a little bit. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.